So, hello everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions. So, up till now, we have seen about performance management, and in our previous session, we saw performance management template. Okay, so let's recall everything we have done till now. Okay, so till now, we have seen Oracle Fusion overview of Oracle Fusion Performance Management, and then we saw the key features and roles required. So we require two roles for accessing performance management. One is application implementation consultant, and the second role is human resource specialist. We saw performance management flow in which uh, we saw how review period, performance role, eligibility profile, document type are related. Okay, then we covered the review process in which uh, there is process flow, template section, and performance document template. Till now we have covered all these things. And in our today's session we are going to see eligibility batch process, what it is. So we saw our problem statement and solution. What is a review period? Okay, so review period is the timeline for how long, like you can say if you want to create a review period for 2024, right? So you will select the start date for that review period, which is 1st January 2024, and the end date will be 31st December 2024. So that will for that particular period you can use that review period, and you can access the performance template. Then there was a performance role, like who can access and evaluate and provide feedback on performance documents. So there are three types of performance role, which is manager role, worker role, and participant role. Okay, then there is eligibility profile. So who are eligible for getting this performance management evaluation? They we can decide this by eligibility profile. So you can see you can set the eligibility profile as mm, like length of service should be less like greater than 1 year, or the employee should be of certain location. You can decide the based on the location as well, and assignment status you can set it as active. So on that basis, yeah, your evaluation will get access, so the person can be evaluated, right? Then there is a performance document type, okay, which is created to map it with the performance template we create. Okay, so then there is questionnaires, okay, in which the first thing we do is we create set of questions, okay, in which you can like you don't actually have to provide the question code. It will be by default generated, uh, in which folder you want to create. Okay, from here you will decide, then you provide the question text and what are the questions type. Now we have four questions type, in which the first one is text, second one is single choice, multiple choice, and no response. Okay, then there is questionnaire template, which is a predefined framework used to standardize the structure and content of questionnaires. Okay, So this was the flow. First you create your questionnaire questions, then questionnaire template, and finally your questionnaire. We saw, then after this, these all things are covered, then we go for the process flow, in which we decide the task. Okay, who will be involved in the evaluation, like worker self evaluation, manager evaluation, participant feedback, approval, review, and meetings. Like uh, here you, whether you want to, like a worker can approve and who review meetings. Okay, and the documents you can set in this section. Then there is the performance template section, which is used to provide a structured framework to capture key performance areas. So this is basically whatever the in the process flow you are taking. So there is, let me open the performance flow. So whatever task you are taking in the performance process flow, let's say there is a task. mm, okay, let me open this one. Okay, in this you can see the different tasks: worker self evaluation and manager evaluation. Which the first task is include worker self evaluation task, include managers evaluation of worker task. So these tasks you will take and you will create a performance template section. Okay, here, so for each task you selected in the performance process flow, you will create that performance template section for that in here. Then yeah, these are the section, which is section type, and you need to select the section rating model, comments and waiting, item processing, rating and calculations. Everything will be done over here for each task in the process flow. Then the last thing is the performance template. So it is a framework used to define the structure and component of performance document for evaluating employee performance. Okay, so it serves as a blueprint for a performance evaluation, outlining what sections, criteria, and workflow are included in the performance review process. It has 6 steps. Okay, so if I go to the performance template, let me select the performance template which we have created. Mm, it is performance template. Okay, so here you have 6 tabs. Okay, in the general tab you define the name and comments. You define the start date, end date, and here itself you will define your document type which we have created. Okay, you can set your eligibility profile over here, and then you have to add your roles. What will be, and yeah, the roles should be uh, like should you should take those roles only which you are using in the profile uh, performance process flow. Okay, so we were using a manager, worker, and the participant as well. So in this you the roles is my peer as the participant. Then there is your process. Okay, in this you have to select your process flow. Okay, since I have already created and attached my process flow, this is my process flow. Let me open my Excel as well. So this, the annual evaluation financial year 2024, I have attached this, and by default, or these tasks will get automatically populated once you select the process flow. Then there is the next tab is your structure. Here you define your section. Okay, so performance template section we created, right, for each task we added in the performance process flow. So here I have attached all the section names, and rest everything beneath that will get automatically populated. And in the last at the last you will see processing by role. So here you have to attach the roles which are required for this section to get processed. As for participant feedback task, we have taken my peer. Okay, then there is content. uh, we don't have any content, so it is not showing. Then there is document period. Okay, so this is actually where you attach your review period. Under document period, so here you will provide your name. I have provided the annual review financial year 2020. Let me make it 2024. Okay, and I have review attached my review period. By default, like what this performance document start date and end date will get automatically populated, and you have to provide a short name for this. So I have provided financial year 2024. Here also you can attach your eligibility profile. So based on this template will get be attached to the persons. Okay, here also the task will get automatically populated. Okay, the last is the summary tab. In this you will see all the tabs which so general, structure, content, document period. These all tasks you will be able to review. Okay, what all things you have till now attached. So let me save it, and let's save and close. Yeah, one more thing about document period. So we are attaching our review period, right? So here the name what you are providing, we are going to use that in the eligibility process. So eligibility batch process. So let's go ahead. Till now we have what we did. We have revised that. Let's understand what is eligibility batch process. So the eligibility batch process is a crucial feature in Oracle performance management. It ensures that performance documents are generated and assigned only to eligible employee based on predefined criteria. So whatever criteria we have decided in the eligibility profile, based on that, this eligibility document will get generated. This process automates the task to identify eligible worker for performance cycles, save time, and reduce error. So what is eligibility batch process? Eligibility batch process evaluate employee against the criteria defined in an eligibility profile and determines whether they qualify to participate in a specific performance cycle. Okay, once the process run, performance documents are assigned to the eligible employees automatically. So when we run this is the final step of the performance cycle. Once we run this eligibility batch process, all the eligible employer will be assigned with the performance document. So why it is important? First thing, is the automation. Okay, it eliminates the need of manual tracking of eligible employees, saving HR teams significant time. So you don't actually have to go and assign each performance document to each person based on the eligibility profile. This will automatically assign the eligible performance eligible employee. Then there is accuracy. It ensures that only the employee meeting specific criteria. For example, you can take the employee length of service should be greater than a year, and the location you can say is it is from the US or something like that. You can provide that. Okay, so based on that, it ensures that the employee meeting specific criteria are included in the performance cycle. So this makes you the accuracy. This increase the accuracy. Okay, then there is the third why it is important is the scalability. It handles eligibility evaluation for large organizations with thousands of employee efficiently. Then the fourth one is consistency. It guarantees that eligibility rules are applied uniformly across the organization. So if in an organization, let's say you have around 2000 employees working in that, and you want to apply for the specific criteria. Let's say you want to apply for the female candidates, the documents. So based on that, this provides you the consistency. You can actually apply. If there are 500 female worker working in your organization, so you can apply the eligibility profile, and this batch process will automatically assign the performance document to those employees. Okay. So how the batch process work? So the batch process evaluates the worker population for a for a specific performance document or checks in per template and select those workers who are eligible based on the eligibility profile criteria. So the batch process is going to evaluate the worker population, okay, for a specific performance document or a, check-in template. We have not discussed about check-in template yet till now. So based on the performance document or check-in template, and it select those workers who are eligible for the eligibility profile criteria. The eligibility batch process determines eligibility for active as well as suspended assignments of the entire worker population. Worker with more than one assignment can be eligible for a different performance document or check-in template for each assignment. The eligibility profile is used to determine eligibility for a performance document are those associated with the performance document period in the performance template. Then let's move ahead and let's see the key components in the eligibility batch process. So the first key component for the eligibility batch process is eligibility profile, on the basis of which this process will run. So these profile defines the rules and criteria for determining eligible person. The criteria might be job roles, so you can set the managers only. It can be department, for example sales or HR. uh, Assignment status, which you can set as active. Length of service, uh, you can say like greater than 1 year. Then there is performance template. Okay, you need to create your performance template as well. If you don't okay, so if you don't set the eligibility profile, then what it will do, if you run the batch process, that time it will allocate the uh, performance document to all the employees in your organization. So it is better to like set your eligibility profile, and based on that, the what all criteria you want to set, you can set that in eligibility profile. Okay, so performance, then there is performance template. So the template specifies the structure and content of the performance document assigned to eligible employees. Okay, this is linked to eligibility profile during configurations. Then there is review period. Okay, this is the time frame for the performance cycle. For example, we want to use it for an annual review of for 2024. So you will set the start and end date for that review period. Okay, so this is the scenario where eligibility batch process is used. We have three. Let me create some space over there. Mm, just give me a second. Not from here. Okay, so the first scenario where eligibility batch process can be used is annual performance cycle. So ABC Corporation runs the batch process for its annual review to assign performance document to all the employees with job grade of 3 or higher. The second scenario is where department specific review. So let's say you want a sales department run, for the sales department you want to run it separately, so you can do that. Mid-year re-evaluation. After promotion, ABC Corporation runs the process again to include employees newly eligible for the mid-year performance cycle. Okay, so this was all about your eligibility batch process. Once, okay, after, so once we set up all the once all the setup is done, like you are done with your performance template till there, from the review period till performance template, the entire cycle of the performance is done completed, then we run the performance batch process. Okay, then HR will need to run eligibility batch process, which will refer the document period. Okay, in the performance template we have document period. Let me go and again show it to you. Just give me a second, let me search for that performance template. template financial year 2024. Okay, now based on your document period over here, you have to set it uh, with the review period. Okay, so based on this, uh, we'll refer the eligibility profile. Okay, to create a performance document for employees satisfying the eligibility criteria and also compiling data rule to HR or person running the batch process. So once our batch process is run, then uh, it will create a performance document. Okay, so let's go ahead and run our eligibility batch process. So I'll open this. Okay, let me tell you the navigation from the start itself. So under my client group, you will see performance, and if you scroll down under setup maintenance, you will find eligibility batch process. Okay, here you will search for batch process type as assigned performance document, and uh, here you will see the next thing you want to select is your effective as of date. You can select it current date, or you can select it from the before date. Okay, you can set anything. Okay, then there is review period. Okay, this is by default selected. We created our document period, right, and we provided a name, annual review period, financial year 2024. So you can see that document period over in the review period. So I'll select that. Then the document period name, the sorry, document name, annual review. Oh, okay, so here you will select your review period name. Sorry, I'm uh, whatever we created the annual review period, it is annual review period financial year. Where it is? Okay, so I actually created it today itself, which is annual review period financial year 2024. I'll select that, and from here in the document period, uh, we created a document period, right, and we provided a name in that document period, which is annual review financial year 2024. So you will find that in here. So we'll select that, create eligible performance document. So let's select that here, and maximum number of concurrent thread of performance, let it be 8. Purge his historic performance management eligibility status data. We'll keep this as yes. So it will delete all the historic performance management eligibility status, and it will run older than uh, okay, so yeah, we want to push that data. So based on the date you provide, it will delete all the historic performance management eligibility status. And the next thing we need to do is we'll click on submit. Okay, our batch process has been submitted. Let's click on monitor process and let's monitor our process. The first task. can see, let me refresh it. Our process has been running. Let's refresh. Okay, so so our evaluate eligibility sub process, everything has been successfully applied. Let's wait for all the process to get completed. Okay, now let's go back. Okay, and under administration you can see the first option, which is performance documents. I'll click on that, and let me select the review period, which is annual review period financial year 2024. uh, mm, okay, there is no okay. Mm, okay, let's create a document. I'll select the review period, then performance document, and okay, and then let me search for a person. uh, for now, mm, mm, yeah, we don't find any. Batch process, monitor process. Okay. So I think this process is taking longer than we expected. Check. Okay, so the total eligible worker assignment are 4423. Okay, so our eligibility batch process has been applied, but okay, I think it's success. Let me again refresh it. Let's again go back and let's check for the performance document if it has been created. Employee. Okay, so we actually have to be the manager of the person to see the performance document. Uh, I guess now the person with which we have been logged in don't have the access to see that performance document. Let me try log in with a line manager. Mm, So the name is Brian Line Manager. Let me copy it and let's search for that user in the security console. First name. The username for this person is Brian Line Manager. Okay, let me reset the password for this. Click on done. Sign out for. So client group performance document. Mm, okay, I guess the process itself is taking longer than we expected. So let it be for now. Uh, let's resolve this issue in our next session. So I hope this was the entire performance cycle was I was able to explain it to you. If you have any queries, so feel free you can feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. And that's all for this video. Let's meet in the next webinar where I'll be taking a scenario, and based on that we'll understand the performance cycle. So thanks for watching the session. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you.